Hello, my name is wickeido and welcome to this new tutorial. This will be about how to enhance pictures that you take with your digital cameras and to see how you can make them better looking. So let's get started. First I will be using Photoshop CS6, but you can use any older Photoshops because the things here we're gonna do are not very difficult, and you can achieve them also in the older versions. So let's see. I've made this picture some days ago. And as you can see, it's a picture of a forest, and it's not a very bad picture, but it needs some detail to make it it needs some details to make it look better. So the main focus of this tutorial will be to add so the main focus of this tutorial will be to add some light in here, like volumetric light, and to have better colors. Also I want to have more shadows here, so you can focus on this side of here. So let's get started and see how we can do it. First, before you begin any edition or any work on any image, what I do is to make a layer from the background and duplicate the layer. So if you progress in your work, you can anytime switch off or on the layers, and we can see where your work is going, because sometimes you are so focused on doing something that you miss the point and the picture doesn't look good. This will be not a very difficult tutorial, and the image will still look realistic. I don't want any unreal objects in the picture. I only want some enhancements. So the first thing will be adding the volumetric light. For doing so, we will do a new layer. Make sure your foreground and background colors are set to black in the front and white in the background. We will go to filter, render, and clouds, and again filter, render, and difference clouds. Okay. If you press Ctrl F, the pattern will be a bit different. Let's see if that will be good enough. Let's zoom out a bit, and what I'm doing here is it's like a fractal layer or a noise layer, and we will be using it for making like light spots in the picture. We need to scale it up a bit, so in transform, scale, and let's do it. Maintain the aspect ratio, and something else that. Oh wait, this will do it. And now we'll change the mode to color dodge. Okay, as you can see, what we are doing with this is, as I said before, this light spot. I didn't want to have this spotlight in all the picture. So what we will do now is to make a mask, turn it all black. You can do it with Ctrl I, and using a standard brush decreasing the opacity and the flow, increasing the size. We will touching the areas where we want to have the spotlights. I always like to work gently so you don't overkill it. The main focus area of the picture is this spot here of the tree in the center, and the surroundings will be hit by the lighting. Also, you can see that with the color dots activated in this layer, the colors of the picture are becoming more like dreamlike, but maintaining that realistic touch. I don't want to be like a fairy tale or something, just a color touch. Okay, not bad at all. So this will be, and we will do another layer. Now I'm going for the volumetric light. New layer. You can use also this brush. A bit larger. Here we go. And we'll do like streaks. Sorry, switch the white, the foreground color. Okay, something like that. Imagine that these are like streaks. They doesn't look like it right now, but have a little patience. As you can see, I'm using a standard mouse. I'm not using any Wacom tablet or something like that. Okay, this will be done. Now let's go to filter, sorry for my English sometimes, I'm still trying. Blur, and this will be motion blur. Okay, that's looking better. As you can imagine, the angle of the blur will determine that if it looks like a light stream or something that doesn't look natural, but try to keep it in the same direction as the lighting of the scene. The lighting from this picture, it's coming from this corner, and it's hitting all the stones and trees in this direction. So just keep it out of the way. Okay, hit enter. It's taking a bit of time because the image is pretty big. So this will be also for the purpose of retouching a little bit of the light. You can also add a layer, and as before, Ctrl I to delete it, and with the brush in white color you will just add it right now. Too big, too small, there. Okay, bring down the opacity so you can work better. Now let's see. Okay, not looking bad at all. You can also try a multiply mode, usually it looks better. No, not this time. Color dots, yeah, color dots will do also, like in the previous one. No, sorry. Here we go. Now we have some volumetric light in the scene. That's not looking bad. Bring down the opacity a little bit so it looks more realistic. You don't need to see it, you just need to have it there. Okay, that will do. And now I want some warm touch in the picture, because I don't right now the colors are a bit weak and I don't see any particular interesting colors. I want to colorize a little bit the picture, so for that we will go for a new layer and just pick any color you like. I want to go for a brownish golden touch, something like that. Just use the bucket and fill it up. There we go. And now let's cycle through the modes until we see some what that will do. Okay, multiply, it's not bad. Overlay also looks pretty good. Soft light, it's not bad. Okay, this one, it's not the good one, I'm sorry. And hue doesn't look very interesting also. So I will stick with the overlay, no, the multiply. Okay, this one looking good. As in the layers before, new layer mask, Ctrl I and the paint brush. Now you want to have it really down in opacity and flow, because I just want to touch some areas. I didn't want to make it so strong. So a smaller brush, bigger. Okay. There we go. Now with the white brush, we will just touching the areas that we're interested in. In reality, I want pretty much all the picture to have this tone, but I don't want the tone have. I don't want the tone to be equally distributed in the picture. I just want it to be more clear in some areas. Just a little touch here. Okay. I really want these tones to be that much colorized, because as you can see they are in as you can see they are in first perspective. This is the first thing you see, and then you see the tree. There you go. Not looking bad at all. Check if it's still looking real. That's a little bit more here. Okay, this will do. And now for a new filter. No, sorry, wrong. A new adjustment layer. New adjustment layer. And levels. We're doing levels on the image. I want it to be a little bit more dark. See, yeah. So looking there. Okay. And as always, I really like to do it. New mask. Control-I. There we go. Now we can switch. No. Get away. Okay, now with a black brush, can touch it a little bit. Just keep retouching it until you see that it fits your needs. Okay, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. And now also I want some areas of the picture to be more dark, not just only with low light, but just to be dark. So again, new layer, and bucket, black color, and fill it up. Here we go. Again, multiply again, not overlay them too much. Soft light, yeah, soft light. It's nice. Anyway, try some of them until you're happy with the result. Soft light, cool. Okay. Layer mask, Control A, white color, and as before with the brush we'll darken this areas here. Now we want down a bit more of opacity and flow. Here we go. And I think I'm done. It's now looking pretty good. If you want a little bit more surreal touch, you can add white spots in the light so it will look more dreamlike. But I think this way it's looking pretty good and pretty realistic, but keeping it cool. Now we can see what we have done. This is the original picture. We added first the spots with color touch and creating clouds. Afterwards we added the volumetric light, color touch, levels, and finally a darker touch. Anytime you can touch it. This is the better way to work with Photoshop, a non-destructive way, so you can always make corrections, you don't lose your work. Okay, so this was my first Photoshop tutorial. I hope you like it. Sorry for my English if you don't understand me very well. I hope you at least understood what I was doing looking under Photoshop, and I will see you in the next one. If you like it, please leave a comment, and if you don't, leave a comment also. Thank you and bye.